Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the Sun Bowl, home field for the UTEP Miners. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Miners will put toe to leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense will go to work first. The Miners picked their spots well in the clutch moments in the last meeting, but the Aggies tried to sift through that tape and try not to repeat the mistakes in this one.
It's one of the things I think UTEP really prides themselves on. When you talk to their coaching staff in the past, they say it's the small moments in games that we have to win. We've got to be the smarter team. We've got to take care of the football, and I think it was in those moments. That's why they won that game.
And I think it's easier said than done, though, Palmer. Like, in a rivalry game, to keep those emotions in check, to not make those stupid mistakes, stupid penalties, UTEP did a great job in their last meeting.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Cutler. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So UTEP's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The first meeting between these two way back in 1914 when the Texas College of Mines traveled to Las Cruces, New Mexico to face New Mexico A&M.
Yeah, and that's cool, Reese. I love that you know the history of these games. It's so...
He's loose. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Touchdown, Miners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. In the Battle of I-10, they play for a couple of trophies. The Silver Spade, which dates back to 1955, and the Mayor's Cup since 1982, but you know it as the Brass Spittoon.
I'm already confused. I mean, I know this is a rivalry game, and I know I love these trophies, but multiple trophies, I'm a little bit confused, but UTEP, New Mexico State, Jesse, they're playing for something today.
Yeah, and listen, I know there's Indiana and Michigan State fans out there going, wait, that's our trophy. No. For 109 years, UTEP and New Mexico State, they've been going at it. This one means a lot.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, you know, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, someone's leaving that stadium today with the brass spittoon after an entertaining first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. So much intrigue with the brass spittoon on the line as we get things back to you.
The Aggies will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Scanning the field, it's Locklear. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Wide open space. Touchdown, UTEP! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's McMillan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to pass, it's Cutler. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
In the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the third down.
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's McMillan. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Looking to throw, it's Cutler. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight.
Touchdown, UTEP! And the pummeling has started.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's King. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Cutler. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.